Alright guys, because something didn't exist the way I wanted it to exist, I had to pull out the crayons. Yeah, it's getting pretty late there. I want to kind of go to sleep, but yeah, you try to go to sleep if you were me right now. So, I actually did find a web page. I found one image, okay? Link will be in the description to the image of the 14 zodiac signs which make up Bucksfanian astrology. Okay? And what I did was I took the model that I saw where we show the 7 chakras in the flesh of man, and I basically labeled them and colored them, and this is what I got. Alright? I'm gonna kind of, I don't know, I'm not very knowledgeable in all of the zodiac signs. I can't tell you that, oh, you're a Gemini, so blah blah blah. Or, you're a Capricorn, that means you're a blah blah blah. Like, I gotta do some more research, guys. But Jesus was a fisher of men. Jesus was a Pisces, right? Okay, look at that. The crown chakra, guys. I don't know. If I were to guess which one Jesus was, I don't know. Where would you guess he was? What number? Alright? What part of the clock do you think Jesus would be at? I think Jesus would be at, complete, guys. And I keep talking about N and self and galaxies and universes and N+1 and N+2. Okay? Well, complete would be N. The number of man. I keep talking about the number of man. The number of man is equal to 5. Okay? 5 for the soul, plus a 6 for the flesh in a universe. So you have a galaxy in the universe, which is equivalent to 11, which is equivalent to which is equivalent to 12. Now, the number of men will be n, which makes n+1 equal to 13 and n+2 equal to 14. Okay? Complete. Then you have to account for the nothing and the infinite. I don't know, guys. If I had to choose where Jesus would be, I would say infinite. Okay? He's a fisher of men, and he always said to cast your nets to the right, guys. To the right. Now, again, just because I'm knowledgeable with, my date of birth and, I grew up all my life thinking I was Taurus. I could still very well be a Taurus, okay? My birthday, I was born at I was born at 21/08, May 10th. Okay? Now, the chart that I have says that Taurus ends on May 10th and Orion begins on May 11th. Now, because of where I am inside of Earth at the time and place that I was born in Ottawa, Canada, I could very well be like, here, or here. I don't know, guys. But what I do know is that I believe it's the Chinese calendars, or the Chinese zodiacs, is that, when you go get Chinese food, guys, you get Chinese food and you get like a calendar with it or something, and I used to read that, and it said like, who your partner would be best with, like who matches your personality best. Well, it's always the one that's across from you. Okay? So, again, you gotta add 7 to everything, right? So again, I made these in bold because 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is very important. I've done videos about 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and how that's decodes to 90210. and how that decodes to Fibonacci and the story of creation, essentially, guys. Okay? So I bolded those and because I kind of messed up. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. So my mess up, because I forgot this one, I made that a 7. That one looks like an 8, but I didn't have to bold it. I'm just taking you through the ridiculous process. Regardless. You know, if I'm an Orion and that's 3, then 7 plus 3 would be the Ophiuchus. Yeah, that's a great one. You know, I don't like to read, guys, and you're making me pronounce Ophiuchus, okay? So, you know, like, my wife in this astral sign would be an Ophiuchus, which is, you know, we're not getting along right now. I don't think we probably ever will, based on the events that have transpired. Irregardless, which is not a word, all I'm saying is that, you know, we're going to the age of Aquarius. Okay, the 5th age of the Earth is the age of Aquarius. This is the age of Aquarius, which is number 13. Do you remember what I said about a 0 equaling a 1? Which is equal to 1 one-dimensional line and 2 zero-dimensional singularities, which is equal to 3. So a 13 is equivalent to 33. You know, that number I keep seeing everywhere with 9/11 and all that nonsense, and how 33 depicts an 8, and how the 8 depicts the cross, guys. With an infinite line, it's not an 88, it's just an 8. You know, like, it would be, again, an 8. Okay? You can see that this dot would become the one-dimensional line. And if I drew an 8 this way, then I guess the equivalent cross, guys, would be this. You know? South, the 0, and north. The Son of God tells you to go up to ascend. The number 8 tells you that the Son of God wants you to ascend. Infinite only talks about your woes, guys. Your woes. Okay? The Bible goes through a lot of talk about woes. But the number 8 depicts the Son of God. Now, Jesus was a Pisces. So I think that this would be correct, guys. Okay, the Son of God. Okay? Now, you guys might know a little bit more about your own astral signs, or you might be very knowledgeable in all of the astral signs. And your comments are very much appreciated. Okay? If we're going to move forward. Ignorant comments, not appreciated. Productive comments, totally 100% appreciated. So as you can see that Virgo and Pisces are 1. Aries and Libra are 1. Scorpio and Taurus. Hey, that's my, like, I thought I was a Taurus and my sister's a Scorpio. That's kind of interesting. You know, that's maybe why we get along. Ophiuchus and Orion. Sagittarius and Gemini. Capricorn and Cancer. Aquarius and Leo. Okay, or whatever, guys. You see what I'm saying? The one-dimensional line has a singularity at one side just as much as it has a singularity at the other side. So because I couldn't find anything on the internet that I found appropriate here, guys, I had to create this. Okay? I hope that, I don't know, I hope you guys, I don't know, find some truth in this. I hope it, I'm not trying to be a deceiver, guys, okay? I'm not trying to be a false teacher or teaching a false doctrine, okay? I'm just trying to solve a riddle, okay? And I think that if I were to solve this riddle or get closer day by day, it'll help everyone, okay? So, again, this is your root chakra, you know, that grounds you to earth. Okay? It's the base of your spinal column. Okay? And your spinal column has 33 bones in it. Okay? Anyways. Cheers, guys. I hope more than just somebody, but I hope many people found this somewhat entertaining at least, and useful. But it's pretty cool. Go evaluate your own relationships with your partners. Go evaluate your own relationships with your friends. Go evaluate, I don't know, your children. Figure it out, guys. You know, I'll keep linking that webpage, okay, to the table. I don't like pasting the table. It doesn't paste right, guys, okay? So, I guess I could add all the dates here, but I didn't. You know, I'd be too busy. So, you know, we always got to do a little work on our own, okay? But I'm hoping that this helps. Cheers.